In the land of the tyrant, where the sun never sets, we march to the beat of oppression's drums.
I need you guys to hear this message. It's for the Democrats. So if you guys know a Democratic guy near you, someone who runs for the Democratic Party, or if you want to run for the Democratic Party someday, listen to this message because it is very important. We are in a fascist. This is the downfall of America, guys. We're like literally in a collapsing country. So please listen to this message.
Are you related to a politician? Are you? Or do you know somebody who's related to a politician? Maybe you went to a sorority and one of your sorority sisters, her aunt is actually a Democratic senator somewhere, right? Or maybe one of your coworkers is cousins with a congressperson, or you know somebody. Do you know somebody in your life who can like text, especially a member of the Democratic Party? Because I'm trying to reach them. I've been trying to reach them now for years. They invite me to stuff, but they don't listen because they're like, oh, look, your video's got a lot of views, right? But then they're like, but he yells a lot. So they shove me in a side room and never let me actually talk. So I'm wondering if there's anyone out there who could just text one of these people. Because
I would try to text them, but I don't know anyone. I would try to text.
I have a message for them. And I've been desperately trying to reach them. And I'm hoping that you can help. Because I need, especially the Democratic Party, I need them to stop listening to people like James Carville. I need them to meet the moment. I need them to do something. Because I don't know. I know a lot of you don't know who James Carville is. I know you don't. Because most people don't care about politics. Most people aren't supposed to care about politics. Politics is supposed to be boring. It's supposed to be spreadsheets and complaining about tax rates, and occasionally a war breaks out, but that's a whole other thing. But in the day-to-day, the way we're supposed to live our lives, we're not supposed to care about politics, and we're not supposed to know who people like James Carville is. James Carville is a political strategist who became famous because he helped Bill Clinton become president in 1992, and he coined a term that says, it's the economy, stupid. That's it. James Carville has been declared a genius for years. But here's the thing. People like James Carville aren't geniuses. They're just literal vampires. Oh, you don't believe me that James Carville's a vampire? This is James Carville. Look at this picture of James Carville. Who does that look like? Yes, old Nosferatu. That's James Carville. He is an 80-year-old man. He is an 80-year-old political consultant. And you know what this guy did? You know what this guy did this morning as of me recording this? He went to the New York Times and he put out the grand political strategy on how the Democratic Party can be an oppositional party to stop the rise of fascism and Donald Trump. You know what his grand plan was? This is literally his entire plan. He said, and I quote, roll over and play dead. That's the plan. That's the plan. We have fascism rising, and this motherfucker who gets paid millions of dollars a year, who has been in political power, who has been the puppet master behind all these different politicians, all of these losing campaigns. His grand plan is to step forward and say, roll over and play dead. You know what happens when you roll over and play dead long enough? You know what happens when you play any role long enough? The role becomes reality. And if the Democratic Party rolls over and plays dead, then the Democratic Party is dead. Especially to the people of America who are currently, right now, desperately looking for someone to lead us. And what's happening right now? We're looking around at all of our different leaders and we're looking at all of them looking for a leader. Isn't that weird? Isn't that special? We're all looking for everyone's looking around. Who's in charge on this side? We see nobody. Oh, look, there's AOC. She's tweeting at us. Oh, Nancy Pelosi from her walker somehow just told us no AOC. Oh, look, there's Liz Warren over in the Senate. She's not being listened to. Oh, look, there's Jasmine Crockett and some other members of Congress. They're getting some viral moments. Does that mean they're going to be put in? No. Oh, look, there's a fundraiser email. That's what we're getting. Last night I tried to go to a congressional town hall that my congressperson was holding. It's a venue with 700 seats. I couldn't get in. That's how many people showed up. I want to say there was about 1,500 people in total showed up. Half of them couldn't get in. I was in the streets of a small town with 700 random people just walking around because we came there to hear a congressperson we couldn't hear. Which is fine. It's good. It shows that there's people are looking for a leader. I waited around so I could ask somebody after what she said. And you know what she said? We're going to have a bipartisan rapid response commission. Bipartisan to what might happen? You're going to have a bipartisan rapid response to what might happen? So much has already happened with no response. Because you're already listening to people like James Carville. Oh, we should listen to James Carville. He's like Yoda. He's like, James Carville's from Louisiana. He has this thing.
I love the Star Wars reference. So here comes the Star Wars reference. This is so funny.
Listen to James Carville. He's like Yoda. He's like, James Carville's from Louisiana. He has this thick accent. And he comes out and goes, it's the economy, stupid. He's like Yoda. He's like Yoda, Empire Strikes Back. He's a wise man in the swamp. Well, here's the thing. Old politicians who still think Star Wars metaphors aren't terrifying. Yoda, we now know, was in a swamp because Yoda couldn't stop the rise of fascism.
For real.
It's like a whole big thing. There's 3 whole movies
Literally.
of Yoda being a feckless loser where he loses over and over and over again to the point where he gets sent to a fucking swamp to sit there with his broken little dick in his hand, holding his stupid little fucking lightsaber, while he waits around for a couple incest twins to show up to kill their own dad. I don't think that's gonna fucking happen right now. I don't think that's gonna fucking happen. We don't have any incest twins.
That's so true.
Accent. And he comes out and goes, it's the economy, stupid. He's like Yoda. He's like Yoda, Empire Strikes Back. He's a wise man in the swamp. Well, here's the thing. Old politicians who still think Star Wars metaphors aren't terrifying.
Yeah, Star Wars metaphors are very terrifying because that whole movie series is about fascism, literally, and like bad people and like an empire taking over and the Senate being killed, and it's not good. They don't know what they're saying.
Yoda, we now know, was in a swamp because Yoda couldn't stop the rise of fascism. It's like a whole big thing. There's 3 whole movies of Yoda being a feckless loser where he loses over and over and over again to the point where he gets sent to a fucking swamp to sit there with his broken little dick in his hand, holding his stupid little fucking lightsaber, while he waits around for a couple incest twins to show up to kill their own dad. I don't think that's gonna fucking happen right now. I don't think that's gonna fucking happen. We don't have any incest twins. These people are just not meeting the moment. They aren't. And everyone's looking around, going, what are we gonna do? We have a ketamine clown taking chainsaws to whole departments of people. Over 200,000 federal employees have been sacked across this nation. The economy, remember James Carville? It's the economy, stupid. The economy's about to fucking tank in ways that we've never fucking imagined at a severe local level. And on paper, a lot of stuff is gonna look fine, but a lot of the most reliable jobs in a lot of communities have just been destroyed across this country. There's gonna be ripples that continue to happen. Oh, look, another plane fell out of the sky. There's going to be so many things that keep happening. And instead, do we have anyone standing on the other side who is constantly and consistently saying, this is dumb, this is stupid, there's another way, this is what I would have done in this situation, wouldn't have fucking done that? No, instead, what do we get? We get old men holding up canes in front of podiums, while on the other side, we have the richest man in the world throwing up fucking salutes behind the presidential seal, whose son is wiping boogers on the Resolute desk. And what do we get? Another fundraising email. Another plane falls from the sky. Another outbreak. Over and over and over again, and the Democratic Party leadership looking around saying, well, I don't know what to do next. Well, James Carville told me to roll over and play dead. That seems good. That seems easy. Maybe if we bury our head in the sand deep enough, It'll all go away. You know, when I was a kid, they said if a nuclear bomb went off, we should crawl under our desk and cover our heads, and the bomb will slowly pass over us and we'll be fine. Yeah, idiot. In 1950s and 1960s, when they told you to duck and cover under your desk, it was because they knew there was no way to save you if a nuclear bomb went off. It was to pacify you, to make you calm, to make you believe that if a nuke went off, that you'd be fine. So don't worry about the fact that a series of old men who don't give a shit about anything are currently playing chicken with devices that can destroy the world. That was what that message was for, and it worked on an entire generation of people who are now the leaders across the United States of America.
Oh my God.
And now, the population that they are supposed to be leading has been sitting around and watching the entire country get worse. Year over year. Month after month, day after day. And it's not just the economy, stupid. It's the whole thing. It's every moment of every day we're wondering, why the fuck are we still doing this? So that's my message to the Democratic Party. Don't listen to James Nosferatu Carville, okay?
Damn.
But also, fucking lead. And if you don't want to lead, retire. In many of these positions, especially federally, you make $175,000 a year. That's plenty of money to retire on. Trust me, that's plenty of fucking money to retire on. And a lot of y'all did a lot of fucking insider trading, Nancy
Pelosi.
And you have Cadillac health programs for the rest of your life that none of us can ever get access to. Retire. You did it. You won capitalism. Retire. Open up the position to somebody else. Get out of the way. Oh, but if I don't run, then a fascist already won. You're doing nothing to stop it. So as the clouds get darker, as the days get longer, and as the world gets hotter, to the members and leadership of the Democratic Party, especially people like Hakeem Jeffries, if you are unwilling to step forward, if you're unwilling to call out the bullshit that's happening, both across the aisle and on your own side, get out of the way. There are plenty of consulting positions. James Carville has proven for the last 30 plus years, there are so many consulting jobs you can get. You can get paid to go on MSNBC. You can get paid to go sit there in real time with Bill Maher as he makes libertarian jokes. And you can laugh and you can chuckle and you can still go to all the parties. The only difference is you don't get to wear that little stupid lapel pin that gets you around having to go through a TSA checkpoint anymore. That's it. That's the difference. Because at the end of the day, guess what? Hakeem Jeffries and other members of the Democratic Party, do you know how much real power you have? Because you've told us over the last month, since Donald Trump has become president, how much power does the Democratic Party have? The exact same amount of power as I do. Absolutely jack shit right now. You've said it repeatedly. So why sit there like a cuck in that stupid chair waiting to get the Speaker of the House seat, Hakeem Jeffries? Why not just go to the Holiday Inn and be a cuck in real life, since that's the thing you really want to fucking do? My name is Alex Pearlman. You know me as Pearlmania500. You can follow me here or anywhere else, but I don't give a shit because we're all just here playing on the deck of the Titanic together. I'm just asking that now that we've hit the iceberg, maybe, just maybe, we finally just say, that guy's a shitty captain. Thanks.
Yup. That guy is a very shitty captain. We need to fucking throw out all these Democrats, bro. We need to, like, literally clean out the Democratic Party from these corrupt fucking dickheads.
to the power, feel the burning flame. Oh yeah, we're the force that cannot be tamed. In this nation ruled by the iron fist, we proclaim. Yeah, 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 yeah. In the land of the tyrant, where the sun never sets, we march to the beat of oppression's drums. With a powerful ally